Okay, agenda. So ship date for Orchard 1.8. Ship date. I rewrote the CAS HTTP module. What is CAS?
Oh, Central Authentication Service. Sorry, I was in reply to Christian.
I have a question for you then. Ship date for 1.8. Ship date. I need a calendar. Well, calendar 2014. Calendar. Okay, we are on February. So Friday 28. So ship date, we ship on Mondays, that's what we said, or on Fridays. So it will be either the 28th of February or the 3rd of March. Something like that, okay? Everyone agrees?
What's the date again? Sorry.
If you stopped chatting and listened,
Something of March.
February.
It's going to happen in June, Nick. In June.
Oh no.
So February 28th and or March 3rd, like beginning of March or end of February. This is the target goal for target date for 108/17.3. Okay.
Let's go Monday. Let's go Monday the 3rd.
Yeah, I know you like Mondays, but we also have the how is it called? The gallery issues, the app gallery to schedule to, and it's good when it's close to when we release, but that's a separate issue. I will need to handle that. Let me share my screen. Benedek is moving. Just tell me when you see something.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Okay, so just writing notes here. Target for 108. Done. And for that, I think I need to pull Daniel's calendar stuff and the media feature from Jeff. Then also fix unit tests, a few unit tests to fix. What else? Any demo today? No,
Not
Sultan. What?
Not from me.
Sultan? We lost Sultan. No, he's got too much things to do in the chat. Okay. No demos today? Do we have something? I might have something, yes, exact. Okay, so let's do a status check then of what has been done last week. I think we saw this a week ago at 11:15. Yes, this one maybe two, which was about changing how archives count computed. There was a bug and blog posts count too. Then this one I think we saw, not sure. Fixing dependency in Orchard blog. I think we saw that. Yes, I think so.
Yes, we saw that last week.
Feature match. Yeah, this one we saw. Fixing reCAPTCHA validation. Yes, we talked about it. Then consistency in summary admin rendering. Added item ID. So little attribute that Bertrand has added on the summaries. I fixed the bug in the code I had written with a null reference exception. Then Zoltan cleaned up some things, removing a service which is not necessary, and adding some lines in the reports. Here, actually, interesting, but who cares, because the goal with this module is to be replaced by the audit trail module. Do you agree, Zoltan? Because it's this one is pretty useless actually. It's useless.
Does anyone use it?
Hmm?
Do we actually use it? I
yes, during the setup. It's a service, anyone can use it, but it's like a journal without being a journal. It lacks features, so nobody uses that, and because we have designed the audit trail module, and maybe no, they are not there. Yeah, so Stanley and Benjamin had asked to work on that, and we have had some meetings about that. So I assume they work on that on their spare time. So we should have an audit trail module sometime. Not for 1.8 obviously, but for next version. And this will be used instead everywhere.
Okay.
Because much more features and version management too, so it will be better. Okay, then Sipke updated the Windows Azure Storage DLL. And the only thing I did on the main branch is actually the only important thing is improving Markdown support. So just a little demo. I've been working on an issue with Azure actually, and the media storage. You can't edit images anymore using the Azure storage. I think I saw a bug on this in the issue tracker, and it's related to CORS request. It used to work, and then I think Azure enabled CORS support, which means now it doesn't work anymore. So I think I've tried everything I could. Now I think my only solution is to proxy the request for image editing. So the server will have an endpoint just for the admin who has the right to edit the media, and proxy the image to be sure that the edited image is served locally. So no more CORS issue. Cross origin request, and the S is for services maybe. So what did I do here? Authenticate. Do I have a blog? Let's create a blog. Name. And now what I did is, if Markdown is enabled, to simplify the process of using Markdown in a blog, I have created a little settings page. Markdown, use Markdown to write blog posts. Maybe I missed an S. If you check and you save.
Are you removing flavor then?
No, it's using flavor internally, but it's just surfacing it in a better way than editing the flavor. I will explain the scenario. So this, and also what I did is that if you type something, it's actually correctly
Oh, nice. Okay.
styled, because it was not style at all. Actually, the site CSS style was overriding this one, which meant that it was really ugly. The italic was not italic, for instance. How it is, stupid thing, but let's try with the bold. I didn't try bold. It doesn't work. Okay, so again, and lots of things wasn't working, and same thing for code. Now it works. Back. And I should change so many bugs. Just what? Bold and monospace font.
I did a bunch of work on the Markdown stuff as well. I'll send you my branch of what I did somewhere.
And why did I enable this feature? Make this feature is because actually, if you own a blog on an Orchard website and you're the admin, you can't go to content definition and change the flavor of the part, okay, because you don't have the rights to change the content definition if you're just a blog owner. And so I just surfaced it. It was very simple to do. And when I was testing that, I found the issues with the styling. So still two little things to fix. What else? I think that's it. So we'll do triage today. I have some website. Does anyone has any demo to do? Otherwise, or topic to discuss? Sharing. Just to comment on one of the things I've seen on the chat about identity 2.0. I've done some work on Orchard when it was, I think, not even 1.0. So I have some stuff working because it requires OWIN. That's why I started the WIN branch, and there should be a branch actually with that support. And what I reached was that the forms authentication was not using the default ASP.NET forms authentication. It was using the ASP.NET identity cookie mechanism. So it was working. The only thing which remained was that to really support the full framework, we need to change the logon shape to be aware of all the providers and to be able to render some custom forms. The branch is dead. The branch is quite alive. It's just that it doesn't get any food anymore. It's not dead. I mean, yes, I will come back on this one because of OWIN and because of the identity stuff. That would be nice to use the identity stuff where we can use that. But if you need some work, the hard work is done here. What else? That's it. Any question specifically before we go to?
Well, what was the question you were going to ask me around CAS, or was that you were just going to make that? So.
No personal question.
Oh, okay.
So before I try stuff by myself, I will ask you some question to see if you already fixed it or tried it. Internal project. Then triage, if no one has any question.
Yes, triage.
Okay.
There are a lot of issues.
Do you want to point me on some of them specifically?
Well, specifically on those 20 that I've opened in the last half year.
shoes.
I've got a question around Signal R. I'm having problems trying to get my hubs to be discovered in Orchard. I don't know why. Do you have any ideas around Signal R and Orchard and hubs being discovered?
Nope. How do they discover hubs?
Well, it uses it maps it calls delay on the register. It uses registration source to find all the hubs, but for some reason Autofact's not actually finding the individual hubs. It used to, but it doesn't seem to be anymore. At least within the latest version of Orchard. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll ask you. I'll ask you later. Maybe.
Okay. Proposed unassigned. October. No comment. Taxonomy navigation not displaying proper route item. I don't know if I've seen that or if it has been fixed. Taxonomy menu item top level of menu not being displayed if the option to display it is checked. So I will create a taxonomy. If you were doing add term before seeing this, you were doing it wrong. Now you know that import is way faster.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So now I create a menu or inject it in the main menu. So I will inject a taxonomy link based on categories. Display top level menu item, and I will say B.
Out of interest, if you change the taxonomy in here, will it actually automatically go and change the terms?
Yes. It wants a name.
Well, it goes in Ajax. It goes and gets the terms by Ajax, does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Two messages. So here B1, B2. Okay, now if I say display top level menu item, save. B1, B2. So no bug reproduced on 1.x. Close, no repro. Okay. Has terms filter inquiries not finding content items. To taxonomy species and region. Okay. categorize with one of beef, dairy, equine. Categorize with Canada. Here, dashboard,
I
taxonomy.
don't think I've ever used it where I've had two different taxonomy filters.
Twin color, save, import. Import. And then I will create a content name product. Create and add a taxonomy field. Care field taxonomy categories category save and categories allow one or more, only one, no multiples. Okay, draw multiple colors. New product is category B and color blue. Publish. And now projection. Has categories B. Beef, dairy, equine, categories 1 of Canada. It's like two different filters here. That's what he says. One of beef, dairy, queen, and one of Canada. Okay. One of these, save, and another filter. Just blue. One of save, preview. Doesn't work. Edit. Okay. Is that the same? Geoff Armstrong. Ability to add a menu item under another item directly. talking about the menu part.
No, the idea here is that if you add the new menu item to a menu, it appears in the root, but root of the menu, so among the other first level items. But if you want to add that to under another menu item, you can't do that in one step. So it will appear for some time on its wrong place.
This could be a drag and drop. These items. Otherwise, I don't see any other solution.
Probably if you click on an existing menu item,
say add,
like
and you select here.
Yeah.
So you select the list of values here. So it's no more an add from there. But
well, it could be the same by default, but if you click on a menu item, it would add anything under that.
So an add action here with a drop down actually.
Well, I'm not with UX, but I would do it like following. So if you click on a menu item, it would, I don't know, highlight itself and probably also the providers on the right hand side, and display something that if you click add on any provider here, it will add it not to the root but to under that menu item.
Okay, so make them selectable.
Yeah, I think.
And it hasn't done that. How do you deselect something to add to the root?
Yeah, or just click anywhere where there's not no menu item.
Yeah, that's not really intuitive. It's a solution. It's better than nothing, but submit, and I think as for custom link should default to hyperlink placeholder. Makes sense. mini content browser show all displays pager. Yes, good. Not good. 136 of 36.
Yeah, the issue is that it still displays like you were on the same page, although there are no.
And it also shows all the pages, and it should not be any page. It should just be the drop down with. Yep, I agree. I should remove some releases because now I have to scroll down on this drop down list every time. 1.7x. Tags and taxonomy with content permission. It's a duplicate, I don't know of which one, but closed duplicate. Ask Nick. Exception thrown when widget alternates and custom forms both enabled.
What was asked, Nick?
A question was about how to filter based on security the result of.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember that. Oh, I should probably push that to. Okay, cool. I've got code for that. I'll open source that as well.
Yep. Cannot implicitly convert type to content item. I don't see that. Oh, as content item works, but not that. I think it has been fixed.
I think Sibka fixed this ages ago, didn't he?
What's that? I'm sorry, I'm chatting.
Did you fix this? Sibka, you fixed this bug, I think. It used to cast it to the wrong type or something like that in this one. You fixed this.
That must have been a long time ago then. Can't recall.
Maybe I fixed it. When is it? Designer tools, services, widget advanced factory. Tools, services, widget alternates factory. This is the same code, but I think I fixed the content item property to a real content item. I'm almost sure I fixed that. Explicitly this one. Okay, I will open it, but
I fixed the bug on this?
fixed differently because it's not this fix which should be done. This is adding the content item property as This is custom form part. Custom of assigning the part, I'm assigning content item. Custom form part driver and now it's content part. And I think this one, git file history, if you see, this is fixed. This is how I fixed it, because I assigned the part to the content item property and it should be assigned to the content part property.
Okay.
So I fixed it 4 months ago. Fixed. And if I get the, how do I get the properties of this? Okay. Oh, and it's rated to 2183. Use registration, email verification, localization issue. Does it still apply because we changed that? Well, it's still localization text. Well, the localization key, okay. Because of handling of double quotation marks in if double quotation marks in href attribute are changed to single, it works. Okay. Body encoding. Change that, but it might still be active. I don't think we changed how we send emails. Okay, let's see. What do we have for that? Text medium, large? I don't disagree, but at some point we'll Should we fix it or add a new one? Add the new one, I don't think so, because we should redo the admin theme.
Yeah, isn't that the whole? I thought we were going to review the admin theme anyway. So, do we want to spend any time on fixing it?
If the fix is simple and makes sense, medium might be too small. But I don't want to change any behavior like this.
So it's better switching to Bootstrap. He's the one that wrote the.
Yeah, we will.
Well, Bootstrap or Foundation or whatever.
Postpone this. Even though we all agree. Submit. Activate it. Just track it, but I mark it as a feature. Azure output caching module cache expiry. In the Azure project, set an absolute expiration of 5 minutes for output cache. Cache storage provider. Where? Cache item valid for? No. Should be fine. Get cache item, remove without care. It's really in the set. Cache item, put from seconds in valid for. That should be fine.
When do you envisage the Owen stuff making it into core?
Maybe next version?
Yeah.
Depends on the free time and
And what about these? What's his name? Scott Hunter. He said that. I think I asked last week about the project that they were going to release. Have they made any headway on that?
I'm working on that, actually.
Okay.
This is my almost main occupation on our channel right now for the last weeks. This is good. But, first it's non-official, you don't know what it is, and yet it might not be in production if they don't validate the whole thing. We still have to get we almost have approval, but until we have real approval, we have to demo the working system very soon, and then we can publicize it and maybe publish it.
Okay.
Oh, Bertrand, join. You don't know what it is, but it's good. The name is pre-processing, and it's expensive. What's that? I want to push security filter code to. Yeah, the security filter from Nick is a filter. If you don't want to use it, don't use it.
Yeah, I was actually just about to push it, just to my Codeflex repo, to my GitHub repo. But for some reason I can't turn my files to be non-read only.
Okay, next. Qualified exception, high background services, unregistered. Sorry. What happened?
I think this is fixed.
Bad deployment.
This can happen after, this can happen before setup, and there was some specific change set for 1-2 months ago in Bandotex when this happened even after setup. At least if you used multi-tenancy, but I think it should be fixed now.
Okay. No. Okay. Yep. So blog post needs common part because every service knowing about blog post assumes it has common part by default. For instance, archives, recent blog post widget, lots of stuff like that. So closed, not an issue, or by design. By design we make it fail. So the solution will be that, just also for your own knowledge, if you go to migrations, this is where the common part is added to a blog post. Yeah, here, you see blog post as a custom blog post part and the common part, okay, with some settings. This, by doing that, you can remove the common part from the metadata in the content type definitions. If we want to force a content type to have a part and that you can't delete it, you just don't assign it like this, but by code dynamically using something like this. If you go to a handler, you just say in the constructor of the handler of, for instance, site, you say, oh, activating filter and the part you want to add to that, which means every time an object of type site will be instantiated, not creating database, but instantiated to be manipulated, it will add the part dynamically. Okay, so, and this way you can't remove that. That's how we do with site settings. We just weld or attach a part to a type dynamically, not with the metadata. So maybe the blog's post content type should have the common part welded like this, so you can't remove that. Help, tenant could not be started, default. This is sad. I am in some serious need of help here 4 months ago. Oh.
What's the issue?
Should have looked into the log files.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't compiled or something. Maybe they had dynamic compilation turned off. Oh man, we of course had a glitch in our backups, and I am on the hook for a ton of work. That's scary.
Is that an issue? And image resizer not working when combined path is too long. Hey, we agree. I think it's a duplicate on something.
Is there a reason we're not attaching the common part to all types?
Yes.
Using the activating filter? What's
Oh,
that?
no. We don't want to attach it to all parts using the activating filter. To all types, yeah, because you might want not to use that on your custom type.
Okay.
When we create a type, we can define its mandatory, but we don't have to tell people it's mandatory for their types. Because it's a part. But the other discussion we had last week was, should we actually have those properties in the content item table by default? Okay, not make it a part, but make it available here. So, and you said, oh, we can do that because there's a versioning issue too. There's a version part info too. So we have to see the technical details of that.
Oh, okay.
What is this version thing doing actually? Is it versioning the owner? Is it, I don't know. Maybe. But we could also still clone those properties in the content item record. Okay?
I see.
If this is the goal. So thing does not rename image files after change of format.
So the owner is not version, but created to see published and modified as versions.
Okay, I start with a tip.
I'm not sure. I have updated it. Why? Moment, nothing.
No, you voted.
I voted. I never vote on things.
Maybe you voted because you were.
I don't vote.
Oh, did you have any more news about Harvest?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Been busy. I haven't heard about the questionnaire that we submitted to the organizers. So I assume I will go inquire. First I need to find his office, the new building.
We need to tweet Scott Guthrie and tell him to.
Oh, he's so. I'm sure he's so busy that he won't even listen to the question or whatever.
I hear Steve Ballmer needs something to do.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do, Seb, to help? I feel like my hands are pretty tied since we're trying to go through Microsoft machinery.
yeah, I really need to go talk to my contact and see if he got also some answers from the organization service. He got some and he didn't tell me, but I didn't check with him either. So this afternoon I'm going to his office, and please ping me tomorrow to get some date. Otherwise, you know me.
Is that Elion?
First, the guy is called Elon.
Damn it.
Elion.
Oh,
And this guy is my manager, who is not the guy who organizes stuff. So yeah, talking about the business administrator. Yep. So I will inquire this afternoon. Let's talk about this last issue. Acquire context automator after a nested child scope. I don't know what it means. Private compact tokens method seems to convert tokens internal. Okay, this seems to be related to cache. Okay, which prevents new token insertion later on within the parent scope. Yep, I don't understand. Well, no, sorry. What up? Okay. Some websites to show.
Another help website. Wow.
What? What did I miss?
I think there was talk about just some user role filter code and taxonomy filters, custom taxonomy filters. And I posted 2 new repos up for both of them.
Particular.net. Beyond web services, beyond
Can you hit enter? Can you hit enter in your window so you can post it to everyone? Thank you.
Yeah, nice one. Doorland Health. Lots of content. Trend, yeah. They are all very nice. Good job. The design. An Italian one, newspaper. L'Inchiesta Quotidiano. And hormone replacement therapy. For Sipke. For men. Okay, Sipke, what do you need? Oh, I'm sure he's left. He said he was. He's not more here. Oh, what? This is sad. Okay, the websites of the week, and you will notice that there was no auto dealer of the week, which is sad. I should have included one. So that's it for this week. My goal for today is to go check for harvest.
You want to ask me that question later?
Sorry? Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will ping you.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. Or tomorrow, or in 2 days, because that's not my current topic, but it will be in 2 days.
In 2 days. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you all, and talk to you next week.
Au revoir.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye everyone.